Hello everyone, we are USA 2516. Today we are presenting an important topic in Kazakh history, the uprising in the Junior Zhuz under the leadership of batyr Syrym Datov. This movement was the first big fight against the Russian Empire's new rules and the unfair power of the Khan. In this presentation we will explain the different stages of the war, the key events, and why this resistance is still significant today. Our group presents our research uprising in the Junior Zhuz under the leadership of batyr Syrym Datov. This was the first major anti-colonial movement in Western Kazakhstan against the Russian Empire's administrative reforms and the internal tyranny of the Khan's power. Our central research question was how did the conflicting political objectives between the Russian imperial administration, which wanted centralization, and the Kazakh tribal elites who defended traditional self-rule, fuel the Syrym Datov uprising. We analyzed the primary sources from two perspectives: official Russian documents and the journal of Mufti Muhammadjanov Husainov. Our goal was to understand not only the military conflict but also the deeper political and social clash. Thank you.
I will now outline the three main stages of uprising. Stage 1, 83-85, Syrym Datov and his fighters used guerrilla tactics to attack Cossack troops and won several yearly battles. Stage 2nd, 86-91, the reverb tried to end the power of the three Khans. Hans Nurali lost his position and escaped to Russia. Stage 3, 92-97, one fighting against the Russian Empire began. The reverbs tried to take the Yasak fortress but failed. Syrym Datov was not just a military leader. He united several tribes and challenged both the Russian imperial administration and the corrupt Khan's leadership showed that the Kazakhs were ready to fight for their traditional self-rule. The failure to capture the fortress didn't mean the end of resistance. It revealed the growing weakness of the Khan's authority.
We analyzed two key perspectives. First, official documents, and this perspective the view. The empire solved the present boundary security problem. The solution was to manipulate tribal leaders or use military forces to crush little abilities. Second, the journal of motive caution and as an empire traveling these steps he saw the ground level reality. His journal shows that the uprising and was not just anti-Russian, it was towards allowed deep civil collection as a narrative journal trained to force our comparison analysis. The Kazakhs wanted freedom, used guerrilla tactics and the united tribals. The illustration empire wanted control over land, had a strong army, and used political cooperative so the Khan. The key difference is power, restraints and a colonial system trying to dominate it versus a traditional society fighting to survive.
Key battles. The uprising led by Syrym Datov developed throughout several important military stages. The first turning point was in 1783 when Syrym began armed resistance against the Ural Cossacks. They marked the start of the uprising. In June 1784, the conflict escalated into large-scale battles. Rebel forces actively fought against the Ural Cossacks army near the Ural line, showing strong organization. A major moment came in February 1785 when General Smirnov led a pontiff expedition against the rebels. However, the Russian forces failed to fully suppress this uprising. During spring 1785, the uprising expanded significantly and involved large number of participations, becoming a mass movement. Finally, in March 1787, another attempt to defeat the rebels was made by Cossack forces under Kolpakov and the Ponomarev, but it also failed due to difficult natural conditions. In conclusion, overall, the case battles show the uprising grew from small resistance into large-scale movements. Despite several military campaigns, the reset government was enabled to quickly defeat the rebels, which proves the strength and the persistence of Syrym Datov's movement.
We can also say additional information about weapons Junior Zhuz. The saber, saber, and saber, the most important weapons in the museum display are the curved swords, the colored saber, the saber, the longsword with a very curved shape. In the Junior Zhuz, warriors mostly fought on horseback. The curved blade was perfect for this because it allowed the rider to cut or slice an enemy easily while riding at high speeds. A straight sword was harder to use when moving fast, but the saber was built for speed. The saber, this is a shorter, heavier sword with only one sharp edge. It was used when warriors were very close to their enemies and they needed a strong, heavy weapon for a powerful strike. How they were made? Warriors in the Junior Zhuz usually bought these weapons from local blacksmiths or from traders coming from Central Asia and Russian. The handles were usually made from simple materials like wood or bone, and sometimes they were covered with metal to make them stronger.
In conclusion, the Syrym Datov uprising happened because of two systems clashed. The Russian Empire wanted to expand and control everything with its laws. Syrym Datov and the tribes wanted to keep their own laws and self-rule. The uprising also showed that the Khan was weak, stuck between the Russian Empire and in his own people. This internal division was one of the main reasons the rebellion ultimately failed militarily, but it became a powerful symbol of the resistance for future generations. Our primary sources come from the materials on the history of Kazakhstan, SSSR, and the Journal of the Mufti Husainov, both available through Vostochная literatura. Thank you for your attention.